This is the cheapest lease in America at just $249 a month and zero down. The Vinfast VF8 can be yours. So how did it get to this point? To find out, first we have to know who the hell is Vinfast. Have you heard of this company called Vinfast?
I have not.
So have you heard of them?
Never heard of
Vinfast?
No,
No?
I never heard that.
Yeah, I just asked her, I was like, what is that? What is even Vinfast?
I never heard of it.
I have not.
Honestly, never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
Never heard of them.
Vinfast?
Vinfast? Yeah.
I've never seen a car company inside of a outlet.
Yeah, they're a car company. They're getting quite popular.
Would you consider ever to buy a Vinfast?
No.
So obviously most people have never heard of Vinfast, even in California where 14 of their 16 US showrooms are located. And it's intriguing to me that this showroom is located inside a outlet mall, where you normally see products sold at a reduced price. But Vinfast's other SoCal showrooms are actually located inside high-end shopping centers, such as this one in Santa Monica Promenade and this one in Irvine Spectrum. And it's crazy to me just how many Vinfast showrooms there are in SoCal. There are a total of 9 compared to just 3 for Rivian, which you see more frequently on the road. So it's clearly the company had a huge goal but fell apart. So what happened? The company was founded in 2017 by Vingroup, the largest conglomerate in Vietnam. Just look at the company's reach. It is freaking everywhere. So it's no surprise the company also tries to tap into the future of electric car. But the company doesn't just sell EVs, they sell gas cars, scooters, and buses. However, in the United States, they only sell electric, and the only one you can get your hands on is the VF8. The car started delivery in 2022 and was widely panned by critics everywhere. Some of the biggest issues including constant chimes and warnings,
9. What? Shut up!
unreliable blind spot monitoring, and rough ride quality. The sales suffered as a result. The company sold just 11,000 vehicles globally in the first half of 2023. Of that, 70% were sold to Green and Smart Mobility, a Vietnamese taxi firm created by, you guessed it, Vingroup. In Vietnam, the vehicles' reviews weren't so good either. In fact, it's gotten so bad, the company tried to call cops on one of the critics. In fact, this is exactly what happened to Sony Tran, a blogger who made a number of posts, criticized the company, and raised questions about its finances, who was detained and interrogated by Ho Chi Minh City Police for 34 hours over 4 days. Yeah, that's not exactly a good reputation for your company. Wait a minute, I think some people are just knocking on my door right now. Let me check on it. Looking at it from a business standpoint, offering this much discount is just not good for profit. And it sends the message to the consumers that your car just aren't really worth their MSRPs, and there might be potential issue within the car to justify the low price. But these are critics, as we know, might come with their own biases. I found this YouTuber called E for Electric, who exposed how automotive media weren't so kind to Vinfast on some issues, but overlooks the same issues with more established manufacturers.
Again, for 55 grand, does it feel that premium? It's not nearly as premium as some of the other cars, but do you really need it?
Well, Kyle, if you don't need it in a $130,000 car, why would you need it in a... never mind.
So the only way we know is to test drive the vehicle and see how it does. I scheduled a test drive via Vinfast website at their nearest showroom. However, 3 days before the appointment, someone from Vinfast called me and said that he would deliver the vehicle to me for a test drive. And I should act fast because nearly all Vinfast in America were sold out. And he has one of the only 2 left.
Right now, all the cars sold out. Oh. That's why I try to combo with you to show you guys. Oh, okay. That's why if you like it, I can able to help you to get the car. Because all the cars sold out. The price too good to be true. Right. I have only 2 cars left.
So I took up on his offer and test drove the car. My impression is that it drove like a normal car. However, the interior and infotainment system definitely feels a little dated. But it's pretty luxurious. And if there are no other glaring issues, it is honestly a really good deal at just $249 a month. But a problem with a brand like Vinfast is that unlike some of the more established brands, if you don't know anyone else that has the experience with the car, how do you trust the car? Based on a 5 minutes test drive, it's really hard to tell. Brand reputation takes years, It took over 20 years for Korean companies to establish a strong foothold in America. It'd be extremely difficult for a Vietnamese company to eat into the market after only being here for a few years. Luckily, we will be able to find someone who drove a Vinfast in the wild.
I have a Model Y for about a year, and then we passed by here and they were having a special promotion. So we're like, hey, this is good. It looks good. We like it.
$249 a month, right?
The plus.
The plus, the 400.
Yeah. So that's what we got.
How's your experience with the vehicle so far?
So far, it's pretty good.
How does it compare to Model Y?
I can tell this is heavier. This is more solid. A Model Y is smoother driving than this.
So you haven't had any issues so far?
Well, I do. You know the camera that's looking at you, making sure you're not sleeping? The problem is, if I have my sunglasses on, alarm keeps coming on, and then you need to take a break. That's why I came over here. I want to talk to my salesman, but he's not here. It's quite, disturbing because you're driving and all of a sudden this alarm keeps coming on, and then it tells me to stop and take a break. Maybe I'm the first one probably to have that problem. I don't know. Yeah, because I've been watching videos and nobody said anything about wearing sunglasses. Might be a new issue for Vinfast.
Like most electric car startup, Vinfast has its share of quality control issues. However, since it's an unknown brand with an unproven support network here in the US, it's a really hard sell. And that's why they had to lower the price in order to attract buyers and clear inventories. And Vinfast knows its experiment in the United States has not been successful. It has turned its attention to India. Just last month, the company initiated the construction of its new manufacturing facility in India and pledged to invest more than $500 million in the project. And even better, just last week, India lowered import taxes on electric vehicles manufactured domestically if certain investment criteria were met. So even though Vinfast's experiment in the US has failed, this is a great opportunity for Vinfast to tap into a very young and growing market. Maybe 5 years from now, we'll be looking at a vastly different Vinfast. Thank you guys for watching. This is this edition of Fatco Media. We'll see you on the next one. As always, stay fabulous.